Okay, Diane.
Hello, traders. It's not 11 a.m. EST. It's 11:09 a.m. EST. Still, Mike and I are going to talk about what's going on. So, Mike, we've had a little bit of like grinding action since the blow off. What do we have? 8, 9 days in a row up. Um, you were talking about the XLF. Were the banks under pressure earlier in the day?
But they're under pressure. Yeah, they are, Coach. I mean, it's they could take some off. I haven't seen any option action skew either way. I think it's
Okay.
usually if we said more pre-market, I think it was more rotational or more rate sensitive.
Okay.
And yeah, I mean, look at it.
XLE still under 84. I was looking at things and, I know it's macro stuff and it doesn't make you money, but I've been thinking about things like, you know, Freeport.
I'm in it.
Okay. Well, remember when we talked about it up here? You asked me.
Straight
Anyway,
that channel.
I said we could
I'm
go
in
to
trouble.
33
I know.
with the
I know.
gap. So here we are. I mean, so what I'm saying is copper's weak, energy's weak, until today, the metals were coming off, dollars really not getting crushed, and bonds have rallied.
Palladium
Uh,
broke 1,000 for the first time, I think. And so, all of a sudden, I hear Palladium across my feed. I don't know.
oh gosh,
Palladium broke 1,000 for the first time in a long, long time, apparently. So,
you mean platinum?
no, Palladium.
Oh, okay. So yeah, because platinum, I still think we're gonna see about $800 platinum. There's platinum. They're sister metals, so of course palladium's a lot cheaper.
No, I wouldn't
Well,
argue.
no, now you know what? Palladium used to be so much cheaper than platinum. It was like silver and gold, and now they're almost the same price.
Right.
If it's 1,000, wow, the world keeps turning. So anyway, I'm talking about like
True.
copper. All we've done is traded back to the breakdown. You saw what Freeport looked like, and we talked about weakness in oils and strength in bonds. That says there's some kind of deflationary impulse coming through the market. So um, because if the global economy was strong, we wouldn't have crude crashing. We'd have higher copper demand. And they definitely wouldn't be buying the biggest bear market in the world, which is US Treasuries in the middle of a bond crisis. So, I'm just saying there's some things that speak more to weakness than to continued strength in the economy.
As we were talking pre open or pre a lot of things aren't. Listen, it's been a common denominator. A lot of things aren't making sense to a degree. What does make sense are stocks that are acting well in price action. Just
Like
keep going.
this.
Yeah,
Yeah, there you go. I
that's
know
correct.
you're on that train.
How could
Um,
that be? Yeah, I'm on that.
Amazon
Not as
almost
much
at
as I
new
should, but I
highs.
am in it.
Apple broke out of a trend line here this week. Yeah, tough to find reasons to be short. I mean, but I will say that you look at some real companies like Deere and Cat. I don't know if that's China, but they don't
Cat's
look
not
so
looking
good.
as bad anymore. By the way, somebody told me to buy cat today. I'm not going to lie. NURI. Somebody told me
Okay.
to buy cat today. A good sort. No, somebody told me to buy cat.
Look at Mux.
I know.
It's wild.
It is wild. And you know what? It doesn't matter what they could make. They could make ice cream cones. Just buy it at the bottom of the channel.
Yeah. And Tesla's the only stock not to recover from its crash.
And that was the only one that kept going up before the market ever started coming. Yeah, it is
Yeah,
what
it's
it
really
is.
a strange duck. So, I mean, I've shown you everything else is blown off to the upside. Here's XLF, and what a difference 8 trading days makes. XLF doesn't look bad to me. Looks
But
okay.
comes to sit there's, you know what they are pressing? They're pressing the
Yeah.
Citibank calls
Okay.
into January.
Yeah. And they were buying them, I think, here. And
That
then we had this, and then we had this. So there's a lesson for listeners. Okay, so this was in October. So if they bought October calls, they'd be fried, right?
They were going, go ahead,
They'd
coach,
be fried, but they went out to January,
in
which
March.
told in March that they had conviction and it was a swing position
Hmm.
trade on it.
We
So
said it. They knew when you do
that was
that.
a great tell.
Hey, but you know what, coach, we knew they were going to be wrong before they're going to be right. Because I'm going to tell you something. At that low, when you said that you would have covered it, or you would have still been short it, we had a good discussion about that, and it looked ominous. But you know what? As you taught me, or retaught me, that RSI never made a lower low at the bottom. No.
Yeah, yeah, you had nice divergences there.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, now you're having stretched price action, but hedge funds are shortest they ever have been. By the way.
yeah, I think they got blown out.
No, they're shorting. They keep. I have the thing. When we
Really,
share,
they're still shorting. Oh gosh, they're yeah.
you know what they're still
Well,
shorting? Gold. They're pressing
well,
gold heavily. I'm
okay,
no kill
and you
about
said
anybody.
they're pressing that gas too, right?
Well, that's understandable, but that gas. Listen, they are pressing that gas.
Okay,
Uh, that usually makes an end of the year rally, and actually, that gas doesn't look as bad as I thought it was. I bought a little boil. I shouldn't buy a triple ETF because I think it's not going to happen for about another 3 weeks. If it does it all another month, and
yeah,
triple ETF has as options and
yeah, I know. Yeah, you
time
have
value.
decay. Yeah, it's
It
like
has
an
decay.
option.
So
It's like
what happened was I'm long boil from 53.62. I think it's 52. I'm gonna swap out of the stock and go into a little maybe UNG or maybe some of the better best of breeds. Obviously, RRC is no stranger to our webcasts and hasn't been for some years. So I'll
yeah.
look at the equity, but stock, as coach reaffirmed to me as always, stocks lead the commodity. So I'll look at a couple of nat gas stocks and see how they're holding up. And they shouldn't be
Okay.
holding up that well, considering as coach brought in the XLE segue. So I wouldn't be expecting much.
Did you book profits on TMF that you got long around
No,
4?
no.
That was like 20%.
Yeah, it is. Matter of fact, I got it from 404. It went down to like maybe 398 at the lowest. Never flinched.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
it was a tough trade because it was analogous to the Citicorp trade to a degree. It looked ominous. But here we are. Disney now having its best day. It's up like almost, what is it, 98, something like that. Disney, look at Disney. You have it there, coach?
Yeah, I don't have it up. I'm going to turn over the screen to you, and you could go where you want to go.
By the way, I'm looking at this screen because this is with the webcast. I have a bunch of them going today, more than usual. Let's go to, what are we looking at? Let's go to my charts that I'm working on at the moment. There was Lilly. Here's Disney. Going on a daily Disney, whatever it is. We could go. This is not, as everybody knows, these are not my normal charts. I'm
I
very
like them.
these charts.
Yeah.
It is if you're freaking blind. Look how big it
Well,
is.
okay. So Mr. Magoo
No, you don't
could
even
use
wear
these.
glasses. I do.
Huh?
First of all,
All
I'm
right.
freezing and I'm cold. It rained. I told you it snowed for the first time out here. There's snow on the deck here. Looking at snow.
So throw another laptop on the fireplace, man.
Well, Tony Pistachio, I won't see him till April. He's ball buried. He won't come out.
Doesn't he have a jacket?
No, he
No
doesn't like.
sweaters for Tony?
No, he doesn't like having things put over his head. He's weird like that.
Okay, Tony.
It's the breed. How about
Okay.
Disney? Finally, Lewis hung in there, put in the triple bottom. You could say not 7 trading days ago, but maybe 30, 20
Yeah,
trading days ago. Now you have from 79 to 90. Now it's all clear. Everything's good.
yeah.
And one of those moves like that, you can even pull like a D dog up. Okay, year lows. It did it again. It pinned and pinned and pinned and pinned. But a lot of these stocks had beach ball feelings, coach. A lot of them still do. And you know
Yeah,
what? Went from 80, everything's good. 102, we're back to good. And that's because Microsoft is where it is. Where it is.
right. New highs.
Here it is.
Yeah,
Go to weekly. I mean, go to whatever you want. Uh,
yeah,
and there are some stocks that are lagging. That's fine. You know what? Take them off your screen and throw them out. Like Tim says, cut a weed. Something like, what is this? Bill, I came in long. Bill got halted today. I was buying Bill all morning. And right before the telecast, I came in, I was buying it last night. And the low this morning was 52.80. And by the way, it's a payment processor. It goes with Square, and hold on, it's a minute. It goes, and so these other ones are acting better. PayPal, so they're starting to bounce. So I had Bill, and it got whole. I woke up 4 and change in the morning, and the stock was trading 57. Okay, so we had a TradeView international outage go down, which by the way was up way before the open. Thank you for our head of equities, Mike Lombardo. And by the way, speaking of Mike Lombardo, when I'm in trouble, I run ideas behind when I flinch, I run ideas behind Mike Lombardo. He has a great macro view, and he also can see clients. With that being said, I digress. Great job of getting up before 9 o'clock. So Bill was 57 at 4:00 whatever in the morning. Trust me. So then by the open, it's like 52 or 51. So right before the telecast came in, they said they halted it and said, there's no issue there's no problem. By the way, they were taking somebody and they penalized them. They were spending $2 billion to take over another company, and they weren't doing as well as they should be doing. A stock that looks like this before it happened and takes it over another company is really not it's almost like
That's nil.
Correct. So I had that. I came on before the open. My average price was 53, sold it at 58 and a half. Nice trade, Mike V. So I digress. Let's go. Whoa, look at that. Let's go to this. What's moving today in option flow. We'll start with TradeGATEHub this morning. Okay, coach, here's the macro view. Here's the SPYs, the macro picture of the SPY. That's up to you, whatever you want to take it. You know what I mean? People would welcome the pullback, but as I'm going to show you, and I don't think I'm alone in this thinking, and you've heard it yourself, it doesn't mean we'll see the price action trumps everything, is that people are very underfund. There's the composite, okay. There's the S&P. Okay, let it rest a little bit. You know what? Even the rest is the 50-day, which is not that much below. Short term, we're still not even that overbought. Tactical sentiment, that's okay, but you know what? Short-term tactical sentiment was even more overbought. But the fact that the XLF and the energy stocks are weak, that's washing everything out to neutral. So that's why the winners like Nevada keep going, because the rotation of weak stocks is washing out the complete overbought sentiment. You know what I mean?
What a beast.
It is what it is. Okay, great. By the way, bravo again, coach. Fear and greed. I didn't make this up. This is bar chart. This is on everything out there. I mean, there's still fear. And I think there's still fear that, first of all,
that they miss the market. That's a fear.
But coach, the reason why these stocks like D-Dog are popping like this, it's that it's so bifurcated or binary that it goes from everything is so bad to worse. Or flip-flops. It's flip-flopping that much. And I'll leave it like this. Bottom line is the squeeze is happening. Take advantage of it. Is this hedge fund exposure? I didn't post this. This is hedge fund exposure. They are the shortest they've ever been. Anytime you go back with the shortest they've ever been, market goes
Major low. Yeah.
Short. The little dipper here, it rip back up. Short. Rip. Coach, it is what it is.
How they say who pays these guys?
No, I don't. Look at Bill.
To be wrong like this.
Well, it's good to be.
Can you imagine the P&Ls they're bringing to their, investors?
But coach, that's why they're going to have to chase a stock like a D-Dog on a pullback to have it on the books in the next month and a half, if you will.
Yeah, I guess.
Okay, the video. Everybody has a plan on the video till they get punched in the face. I'm sure if it went down 10% within a week, just the same way it went up, everybody would be flinching now, wouldn't want to touch it.
It did. Your memory's really short. Look at the chart. It went down that much and more before it turned. Went from 380 to 290. Right? The right shoulder. Then it was a head and shoulders top, and it violated.
This is my point. Nobody bought this dip. That's why they're still net short and underfunded.
Yeah.
That's what the memory is. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what's causing it. Now the memory, they sold it off on action. They flushed it. That was on
it was a classic shakeout, the whole correction.
SMCI, they're buying it. My guys are buying it today. SMCI, yes, they are. They're buying it. AMD. what else? All right, needs rest. I get it, but you know what I mean. Go to the weekly, blah blah
So
blah.
what do you think, Mike? We just continuation through year end?
No, I think rotation. I think they might hop on. I just think every type of sector might just pop on catalyst. You know, on being a catalyst. Para, you know, went with Disney. The para, you know, para went from 1050 to 14. I mean, I don't know what else. Just major moves. I don't know what else to say.
Yeah, now maybe the miners are turning too.
I was the only one in America buying CFLT down here at what? It was 15 and a half. 15 and a half on this wick. Okay, they took it down 40% in one day. Very
I
rarely
don't
do.
I don't see it.
Oh, I'm sorry. CFLT Conflu was acting well. Good stock. They took it down to lower than 15. The next 3 days, it was 20. They took it down 40% one day. I said, I'd never seen so many stocks down 40% one day. I had to take a little pain because a stock that goes down 40%, that goes down to 44%, when it's cratering, believes me, that last 4% is 4%. But you know what did it? Same thing with the stock like ENPH. You know, that came back that came back nicely.
A
DraftKings,
little, yeah.
a little bit. How about a DraftKings? Now they're chasing it. 25-36. There's DraftKings. Nobody wanted, everybody said beginning of NFL season, I'm buying it, I'm buying it, I'm buying it. This is the beginning of the season, whatever it is. Right here. It was 22. Now it's whatever, 36. There's DraftKings. Squeeze play. You know?
Yeah.
Meta. Let's look at the big daddies now. Meta. That has catch up to do. They might sell a little bit of Microsoft in Nevada to buy Meta. Planeteer. Everybody's stepping on themselves to buy this gap up flag in Planeteer. No?
Yeah. There's like I said, there's so much FOMO going on, and they're probably right. You have to just hold your nose and buy.
The Vita, hold your nose and buy. Best of breed, 70. Turn around a week, what is it? Month later, 88. No problem.
Just
Roblox.
fill the gap.
Roblox. What is this? September. Let's even go a month ago, October. 27. Yesterday printed 42. Took a little pullback. Still in the gap. Everybody likes to buy it here. I wouldn't be surprised. You could do worse buying Roblox between this gap of 36 to 37 right here after this type of move. You go to the weeklies. Got catching up to do. It's a reversion. I'm not saying buying, pile into NVIDIA, but these type of stocks that had the pop in it. Another one, APP, AppLovin. It was dead for a couple of weeks. They pulled it back. A high was what, 45? A week ago was 34.
Look, if you own something that hasn't rallied in the last 10 days, you should get rid of it.
Depending on the sector.
Because almost everything's rallied, Mike.
I don't know. Well, I agree with that, Coach. But you know what? Because I just think that everybody is short and then still underfunded. I'm not going to short Chevron here, Coach. I get it. I was taught after an 8-day run up in anything, that's the epitome of relative weakness. I don't, even if it's worth not even in the correct sector. I get it. Yeah, I get it, but it's not for me. I do like Walgreens short. I'm going to press this freaking thing till the cows come home. Not going to lie. But that's it, Coach. I'm not, I'm going to try to take advantage of offside positioning, relative strength, and volumes on certain pivots like a Roblox or that's all I'm going to do. And I understand that I said that my memory was going to be short, and it's almost so empirical that I'm not looking forward. I don't have to look forward. For me to look any forward as an active manager is egregious and unprofessional because I have no idea anyway.
Okay, buddy. Nice bond call.
No, thank you. Yeah, that was what sweeps. The sweep. Oh, let's leave what the sweeps are doing. My opinion's irrelevant. Let's look what they're doing into this type of run up. Let's see if they're pressing the calls into this huge run up. Okay, ANET bullish, best of breed, VFC a retailer, MU. Okay, let's take a look at this one. MU is the other beach ball I knew was going to go. That's the beach ball, Coach. 64 to 75 in 2 weeks. A week. What was I gonna do? Take a chance? I couldn't take a chance down here. It was like
Yeah.
a chevron. It wasn't going. So there it goes. Now everybody wants it. There's the weekly, and they're backing up the calls. There you go. Breaking out weekly, pull back. What is it, 75? So it pulls back to 72 and a half. Maybe get lucky at 70 at the strike price, then it's off to the races. No?
Look, bottom line, the market negated 4 months of bearish action in a week. That's it.
Yeah.
We peaked in late July and did all that work, all that crazy range with a 10% decline, average decline, and they got back in more than half of it or more in a week.
Yeah.
I haven't seen action like that in a long time. It's like blow off action to me.
It should be. And I'm waiting too. And like I said yesterday,
You never know how far it could go. Look, Bitcoin's doing the same thing.
Coach,
Yeah, as long as the dollar is tame, and
that's true.
everyone believes that rates have peaked.
That's the most
So
important money. That's true.
they were headwinds. Now there's going to be tailwinds.
But
So,
then there was Fed speak coming out, or 89% of
oh
the.
yeah, Powell is
So,
supposed to talk today.
all right. So, let me point to another things. And this isn't one of my guys. This makes me.
Powell likes to kill the bears and the bulls.
No, that's fair. I'm ready for it. Like I said to you Tuesday, if I hear one more time the word rug pull, we both could retire. I'm aware, but the fact.
I thought you were talking about rug burns.
No, rug burns.
Yeah,
no.
you know how you get rug burns on your knees and elbows. Anyway,
not as I don't know many males that do that, but
all right.
I don't know what I'm doing here. All right, SMCI. I said my guys. SMCI have a solid day. Seeing more bill flow into strength. They're playing catch up with NVIDIA. GM bearish, big deal. All right.
What was that on Newmont back there? I saw Newmont.
I don't want to look. I hope it's puts.
There it is, Newmont. Calls. They're
November
buying
36
calls.
call. Some guy's probably short and he's smart. I like this, by
Oh,
the way, GLB. This one I like. Let me look at this.
GLD calls?
No, GLBE Globe. Actually it's an Israeli company, if I believe. It's an Israeli internet company. I like this company. GLB taking calls. Whoa. That's it,
So
coach.
that's been pretty steady, even though there's a war going on.
It has. Here's barking. Here's my news coming out right here. Fed's barking. Barking, labor market imbalance. So they're pulling, Airbnb this is good. Apple highs. VIX at the low. Dollar at the lows. USO off the highs. So
yeah, it's a perfect environment. It's like Santa Claus got here before Thanksgiving.
Bristol Myers bullish. And that is, you know what, coach? That is starting to go in some of these. I'm telling you, maybe NVIDIA takes a rest, but you know what? A stock like Bristol, they're not going to keep. I mean, they won't keep this. This had a washout, and they'll go back to it. Here's a Pfizer, still keeping the market down and in check. Coca-Cola, well, pull back a little bit. So you still have a lot of these. They're ready to. I wouldn't. I don't know. I'm not buying them. I wouldn't be surprised if J&J pulled an MU. You know what I mean? Is MU might.
What would make people all of a sudden shift from tech back to staples?
You just said it. Interest rates.
Okay. Or economic weakness.
That's.
I mean, rates can go down during times of economic weakness. That's what they usually do.
Well,
so, I mean, the stock market's celebrating upcoming economic weakness, if you understand the irony in it.
I do understand. Absolutely. I have to. I'm a trader. I have to understand irony. It's ironic. I'm sitting here.
Good one, buddy. All right. So what do you want to wrap it with?
I just want to wish a couple of things. Listen, we have the earnings list coming up every day. Alexis is helping out. Surf's up. He's going to post a couple of things. The best part of TradeGATEHub is that we're able to give a lot of high-level opinions on a lot of high-level time frames. Right now, I'm inning by inning. I'm in this. I'm a lifer, but I'm inning by inning at this point. It's actually best of what I do. By no means am I trying to fight algos, but it's just amazing that the VIX is this low with stocks like I pointed out, like a D-Dog and a Pfizer at this type of level, and NVIDIA at this type of level. It just It's
Because price wise, there's a lot of volatility.
some
But
tremendous
VIX
volatility. I had
buys are
stock today was it was halted up 20%. A stock that
that's
was
what I mean. It's like how bulletin board stocks used to trade.
DraftKings. This is not more. I don't know. This is not fundamentals.
I
This
mean,
this is FOMO, and the VIX should be higher
yeah,
with FOMO. They should be offsetting it somehow. I don't get it.
I think, well, Mike, people had 3 months to get real bearish, and I was one of them. I knew something was changing back over 4,200, but some people just sit, and you say people are selling more.
Coach, they are.
This one the biggest short squeezes I've seen in the market, and I can't remember really this kind of action. Parabolic action off a bad close on a Friday, and then 9 trading days later, you show me a gallery of gapping stocks making outsized gains. It's an amazing thing. I think the shorts are dead for a while. They've lost a lot of money, Mike. I don't care what they were short, except for oil and you know a couple of special situations like
Well, you have to
oil.
you have to think about this. If they are short oil, bravo. They're gonna, and if they are, as they should be doing, they should be diverse or at least
Yeah,
diversified. Well, at what point did they take off their shorts on oil to offset their losses in their shorts across the board?
they probably need to do it today, or need
I'm
oil to
thinking.
drop another $10 to make up for that. Nothing's going to make up for being short some of the stuff you showed me.
No,
Those are bankrupting moves
they
for a
are
lot of
actually.
traders, aren't they? I mean, imagine you were short instead of long the things that you showed me.
Well, I'll tell you right now, there's Uber.
Yeah, okay.
My
So you're
biggest
short
loser.
Uber from 43, and one day it's 45. You go, I'll give it a day or two. And then 3 days later, it's up another
But at
20%.
least you try it here. At least you try it at 48.
Yeah. Anyway,
Uh,
these
that's
are
what
massive losses for shorts. Everything you show me.
coin. You know what's another one? How about this one?
Yeah, coin.
Like 72 to 100.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? I don't know what to
they're
tell you.
selling into it. Maybe Bitcoin's peaking today.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Trader XO is I'm doing a talk with him this afternoon.
Okay.
Remember that guy? XO?
Yes, I do. As a matter of fact, they do. Bristol Myers, take a peek at that. Barkin speaking today. We have,
I
T
thought
Hills.
Paul was talking today.
Oh, well, I already posted the.
He already talked?
No, we posted the. Hold on. We should be. I posted the Bostic the speakers today.
Yeah.
I'll post it again, and I apologize. It isn't trade.
Anyway, the chart on your screen, Bulls, just a warning sign. If we start trading S&Ps back under 4280, go to yellow a little bit, especially with this kind of action we're getting. 4280 is a swing line in the sand for the bull case. You don't have to wait for 4,200 or 4,100, which probably isn't going to happen anyway, but probably a great place to buy the market between 4,280 and 4,250 if you're looking for a continuation of these moves.
These 40, right? And you know what? What you want is a pullback on lower volume. Not there to be a profit taking flush and a turnaround. You want to pull back on low volume, and there's always something. Look at this.
Aren't we going to have low volume? I mean, we're only a week or two from Thanksgiving, and then the volume is already starting to thin out, don't you think?
Coach, if there's opportunity, the volume will pick up. I don't. You could do anything at any time. Usually, that's the case. I won't be. I'll be trading. I know you Bitcoin lows, by the way. Nice job. I would. There's always something to do. There's always something to do. I'm doing a video. If I'm not doing a video, I'm trading. If I'm not trading, I'm looking for data, unbiased data, from my peers and myself over with almost 30 years of trading to put on TradeGATEHub. Uh,
Well, you need to go to the pet store and buy Tony a jacket.
Tony
Squeeze
will
it
keep,
in your trading schedule to get Tony something to keep him warm this winter. I'll worry about him all winter, Mike.
he'll be okay. Believe me, the gas prices are coming down. Everything's on 80. Turn the thermostats at the clapper. I
All
clap them.
right.
The thermostats up for 75.
All right, buddy.
All right. Until then, guys, everyone, thanks for tuning in.
Great job in the room, Mike.
I appreciate that, Coach. Chart on the
Look,
SMA, just like Coach, just like the 4200, just
look at
like the
that.
situation.
Yeah.
You might want
Yeah.
to be looking to pull that. Probably breaks a little bit to shake people out on the semis, but like stocks like Nvidia, MU, I pointed out. You know what I mean? Just
Well, I'll have to bring Dave back for a victory lap.
I would hope you would. And believe me, we're gonna blow it up times 10 because he deserves it, and B, you deserve it because he has a lot of followers, and birds of a feather flock together.
All right, buddy. Don't just count your pips, count your blessings, everybody. I'm still not long-term bearish a dollar, Mike. Still think there's one more run to come.
That's fine.
102 euro. Go to the bank and convert your dollars to euro and Aussies. At 99 Dixie, get out of the dollar.
Okay.
That's my call. All right.
Thanks for tuning, everyone.
All
Cheers.
right,
Here you
buddy.
go.
Take it easy.